With this video, we'll demonstrate how to edit a predefined sequence training template in % mode. We will also show you how to create a new patient-specific sequence training template. First, please select the patient and press the Next button. In the Profile window, you can see the current templates for your selected patient. If you'd like to set up a new patient-specific template, press the corresponding New Profile button. In our example, we choose Sequence Training. Use the knob to select your training for upper limb, lower limb, or torso and abdominal stimulation. In this video, we'll show you how to edit an upper limb template in % mode. Please press the % button so that your selection is marked in green. Then press Next. Now you can decide which type of trigger you prefer, which may depend on the type of license you purchased. You can choose between an automatic or a manual trigger from the RehaStim 2. You can also upgrade to an external single or double trigger. Press Next after your decision. We have chosen the manual trigger. We are now in the channel configuration window, where we can choose between unilateral and bilateral templates. We choose the unilateral template for extension of the left wrist. As you can see in the video, our choice is marked in green. Because we wish to edit this template, now we press the Individual button. You can see that there are no channels used on the right or yellow side because we're using a left side template. If you press Next, you can see that for the left or green side, the extensor carpi is selected. Here you can change the channel assignment to another muscle or to add other muscles for other channels which are not currently used. To do this, press the corresponding button for the channel and select your preferred muscle. In our video, we will adjust the values for the extensor carpi. Please press the button for Value. Now, you can change the values where the muscle is active during the sequence training. Adjust the values for this muscle using the knob. Turn the knob to adjust the start point in % and confirm your entry by pressing it. Then adjust the end point by turning the knob and confirm your entry by pressing it. If you press Next, you'll move on to the current test, and then to the beginning of your training session. Now we'll go back to the channel configuration and show you how to edit or individualize a bilateral arm template in sequence training. So please press the button for Bilateral. We choose the template for elbow flexion and extension for the right and left arm. Biceps brachii and triceps brachii are involved in this training. Make sure that your selection is marked in green. Then press the Individual button. The procedure is now the same as before. On one side, you can change the channel assignment to another muscle, or to add muscles for other channels which are not currently used. To do this, press the corresponding button for the channel and select your preferred muscle. You can also define the values where the muscles are active during the sequence training by pressing the Value button. Turn the knob to adjust the start point in % and confirm your entry by pressing it. Then adjust the end point in % by turning the knob and confirm your entry by pressing it. Press Next to do the same for the left or green side. If you press Next again, you'll move on to the current test, and then to the beginning of your training session. Now we've demonstrated how to edit a predefined template, so we want to set up a completely new and patient-specific template in sequence training. So go back to the window for channel configuration where you choose your trigger. Choose the trigger you want to use and confirm your decision with the Next button. This step is required, otherwise you will have the active muscles from your last template choice in your muscle activation setup. We do not need to select a unilateral or bilateral template this time. We press the Individual button and move on to the muscle activation window. This will ensure that no muscles from a predefined template are active, and we will have an unrestricted choice. Now we can choose one of the predefined arm or leg muscles. If you want to stimulate a different muscle, choose IND1 for individual muscle. In our video, we choose the abductor pollicis longus for the right side. Now, it is very important to define the angles. Otherwise, the default angles are set from 0 to 0 for each channel and muscle, and that will lead to a training session without stimulation. Press the Values button. Adjust the angles by turning the knob and confirm your entry by pressing it. Our video shows the activation of the abductor pollicis longus on the left side and the values for the stimulation time. When this is done, press the Next button and you'll be forwarded to the parameter template window. You can define the parameters by pressing the corresponding for the one you want to adjust. When you have completed the parameter settings, you'll move on to the current test. Please perform the current test carefully every time. Select the channel and its related muscle by pressing the button. Turn the knob to adjust the current, and confirm your entry by pressing it. Do the same for all of your selected channels and related muscles. In our video, it's only the abductor pollicis longus for the left and right side. Then we name our template Startup from our predefined name list. After pressing Save, you'll see an overview of your profile. You can see your selected channels and related muscles with the corresponding currents from the current test. You can also see the frequency, pulse width, ramp, type of trigger, and the stimulation time displayed. We can start the individual sequence training by pressing the corresponding button.